So Scott Jennings is on CNN, and I enjoyed watching him enjoy his co-panelist Squirm and try to explain away this New York City mayoral candidate, Mamdani. He is a communist, he's a socialist, he's a progressive, he's everything that Democrats used to actually be insulted to be called. If you said 10 years ago, you're just a socialist, a Democrat would recoil. Now they're kind of like, well, he's just a socialist. Watch.
Have a Democratic socialist elected as mayor of New York City.
No, you agree with Pete that he is a communist then?
He's not a
He's
communist.
a socialist.
He said seize the means of production.
He's a socialist.
He is not a communist.
I'm not a socialist, but he calls himself.
He's using the language of the Bolsheviks, is he not?
He's not. He's a socialist, not a communist. Those
Seizing the means of production?
That's called socialism, not communism.
Use that the USSR and Stone Dormer debaters. That's where you hear that stuff.
Everyone coming up next.
Okay, so Scott Jennings is my online bestie. He's my new online bestie. I'm calling it. I've interviewed him on the radio show. When we were on, we have an affinity for Kentucky. He is from there. He lives there when he's not in New York, jousting with these leftists. And we talked about a lot of our things that we share in common, like a love of Kentucky and Louisville, the proper pronunciation of Louisville, a love of books, a love of truth telling, a love of a very sarcastic and well placed comment in response to Democrat idiocy. We really vibed. Okay. So I'm actually going to call out something here that I think is super weird. And that is guests on CNN getting into Scott Jennings's personal space. Does Scott need me to ride with him into CNN studios and just, be his number one roadie and help keep people out of his personal space? I'm not saying I have to touch anybody to do that. I am actually pretty tall and formidable on my own. And when I'm not being nice, people think that I want to kill them. I just have a pretty bad case of RBF. But that's not the issue here. The issue is they're defending socialism. And whenever they have to go up against Scott because their intellectual arguments are so weak, they then have to lean in and get all up in his personal space to try to make their points. And I think it's total weak sauce. And Scott should put a stop to it.
For full shows, live and on demand, it's Salem News Channel.